Today's video is going to be all about this cordless battery operated DeWalt leaf blower. We're going to go into the batteries, we're going to go into the aftermarket batteries, we're going to make a comparison between the blower that I have now and whether you should consider buying one of these yourself. This is the first time that I've ever used one of these when I take this out of the box and demonstrate it for you, but that's the model right there, because they do make quite a few. So this is DCBL 722B, and says here guaranteed tough. So let's take this out of the box, let's slap a battery in, and let's see what it'll do. Okay, so here's the unit put together. Very simple to put this all together. It was very easy, anybody can do it. And if we just take a look at here, this is a brushless motor, which is fantastic. In my experience, everything that I've ever owned from DeWalt is good. Same as any other big power tool brand, they're all pretty good. But this is something that I've never seen before, and this is the on and off, and it also is operated right here with, see that going up and down? So you don't have to hold it on all the time. Now this complete review is going to be in a comparison to a gas operated machine, because that's what I have. I also have a gas operated leaf blower, and I'm making the comparison from this to the gas. Whether that's fair or not, we'll find out. So I'm going to start off with a 1.3 amp battery. I'm going to plug it in, which is very easy to do. I bought this as a bare tool, and the whole idea behind this is I'm looking at three things. I'm looking at value, I'm looking at performance, and I'm looking at whether it would suit somebody's needs as a regular homeowner. And when you're comparing gasoline to a battery operated machine, is it fair to make the comparison? Because I've looked at all kinds of reviews and I hear everybody complaining about the battery performance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 1.3 amp battery in, and we're going to see how long it lasts. I'm going to show you me blowing some leaves. I got a whole backyard full of leaves. I'll demonstrate that, and the first thing we're going to look at is performance. Is this comparable to the gasoline leaf blower that I have right now? Okay, on my phone I've got my countdown stopwatch. We're going to start that as soon as I start leaf blowing. I got lots of leaves out there. Let's get started. Let's see how long a 1.3 amp battery lasts. Okay, there it is, 1 minute and 35 seconds. I'm saying it's completely useless to have this on a 1.3 amp battery. It's not a brand new battery. Let's move on to the DeWalt 5 amp, and let's see how that does. Okay, so this is the results, and it's just over 9 minutes. So, and that's on a fully charged 5 amp. Now, I will tell you that if you're going to buy this in a kit with the charger and the battery, the results will more likely be different, because this battery right here is 5 years old. So I had it on maximum blowing, and it lasted just over 9 minutes. So now let's move on to this here. Now, I bought 2 of these batteries in a pack, and I'm going to show you some prices of the machine. And I also picked up 2 of these batteries because I knew these ones here were 5 years old. I'm going to snap in these. So I got these charged up and they're fully charged. I'm going to put one in, start the timer over again, and we're going to see if one of these aftermarket batteries will do better than a 5-year-old DeWalt OEM battery. So far, I could have got 10 minutes out of it, but it slows right down at the end there to the point where it's completely useless. But let's snap in an aftermarket 5-amp battery and let's see how far we get this time. Okay, so here's the results with the aftermarket battery. Pretty much 9 minutes, and well, my whole idea was to buy this unit, buy the batteries, and see if it was comparable to gasoline. So let's take a look at the gasoline leaf blower I have, and let's draw some logical comparisons. Well, the first comparison we have to do is take a look at price. So let's just take a look at the DeWalt price that I paid, and I paid $129 plus tax, and it was on sale for $80 off. So let's just take a look at the aftermarket batteries that I bought. Okay, so two of them aftermarket batteries were $67.98 on sale for $10 off, plus a coupon for $5 off. So, you know, when it comes down to it, you pay about, well, including tax, about $40 each for them batteries that did not last as long as a 5-year-old DeWalt. So I would say that if you got brand new DeWalt batteries, you're probably good for 15 minutes. So now if we just take a look at how much two brand new DeWalt batteries are, well, on the same day that I got these batteries, I looked at the DeWalt batteries, and they were quite a discount, from $299 down to $179, and the per battery price is more for one than it was for two of the aftermarket. They don't last as long. I don't know what the long-term capabilities are of the aftermarket batteries, but you're going to pay a lot more for two DeWalts plus a charger if you don't have a charger for them. So you're pretty much better off to buy it as a kit than individual, unless you already own the batteries. So using the aftermarket batteries, well, only time will tell whether they hold up over time. But realistically, let's just take a look at my gas blower and see how is it logical to compare a gas to a cordless electric. Okay, the first thing I'm going to say is it is quite a bit lighter than this gasoline engine. You don't have to start it, you don't have to maintain it, you don't have to put gasoline in it, and you don't have to wear earmuffs with the DeWalt leaf blower. Another bonus with the cordless electric is it's so light and it's quiet compared to using a gasoline. You don't have to maintain anything here. So let's just look at runtime. I know that when I fill this tank, I get a half an hour of runtime. And for me, do I need a half an hour? Absolutely not. I've never used a half an hour leaf blowing at a time. So it all comes down to time versus cost. So if we just take a look at this unit here, I'm confident that two DeWalt batteries will give you pretty much the same a half an hour. Now I had it at full capacity. So, you know, when you're thinking about going from gasoline to battery operated, well, I'll tell you something. Two of these batteries is comparable to a tank of gas. So it depends on how much you need. But for airflow, I'm saying the gasoline was just a little bit more powerful. But I'd be more than happy, you know, to have this and just use up two 5-amp batteries every time, and I'd be happy with that because I think the airflow is fine. This leaves I have here today are on the wet side, and it blew them no problem. So I'm saying this is a buy. It's up to you if you want to go with the aftermarket batteries or if you already have DeWalt batteries, but I'm convinced that going to cordless electric, and I'll probably never buy another gas-operated leaf blower again for me, because I'm a homeowner, I'm not using this for a business, and for me, this is terrific. Thanks for joining me here today. If you haven't seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe. Come back and see some interesting things about reviews that you may not see somewhere else. Cheers.